Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rekakodash. Double honors to our apostles and our elders of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth to rule well. I just watched, or I was watching Elder Apostle Tahar's video, and about the mark of the beast and famine. And I also watched another brother's video. He was talking about the same thing, and he was saying you have to keep your faith strong, man. Because when that day comes, say you do get locked up, and they're gonna try and force that chip on you. How B'Hashem Yahushai may, immediately, strengthen your body, all right? Because these angels are gonna be sent to protect His elect. To protect us. If we stay fervent, if we stay in this truth, in all sincerity. So lucky. This is Psalm 71:1. In Thee, O Yahweh, do I put my trust. Let's go into the word trust. Chasach. Alright, chasach. Oh, chasah, Salaki. Chasah, which is to seek refuge, flee for protection, to put trust in the Most High, confide or hope in the Most High. Alright, so faith. Alright, confidence. Alright, being synonymous with the faith. All right, you have to have confidence in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. That's the faith that you carry, confidence. All right, when you know. All right, let's look up the word confidence, or to confide. Confidence, and it's full trust. You see that? That's the first thing, and that's the true thing. Full trust. All right, when you trust in Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, you have confidence. All right, so let's go back to Psalm 71:1. In Thee, O Yahweh, do I put my trust. You see? Confidence, full trust, belief in the powers. You see? It says trustworthiness or reliability of a person or thing. All right, and we know the reliability of the Most High is 100. All right, you can always rely on the Most High. Always. So in Thee, O Yahweh, do I put my trust, my confidence, my faith. All right, because faith is things that faith, Salaki, of things not seen. Is the belief of things not seen, which is what is belief? Trust. All right, we trust in the things that we can't see. We trust in Yahweh, trusting in Yahushai, trusting that He's going to take care of His elect. All right, trusting that He's going to take care of us during the time of trouble, during the time of the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip. All right, and during our everyday battles. It says, let me never be put to confusion. Now let's look up that word confusion. Bawash. All right, bawash. Or Bosh, which is to put to shame, be ashamed, be disconcerted, be disappointed. All right, when you're appointed to something, all right, it means you're set. When you're disappointed, one, it means you're disillusioned. All right, disconcerted, ashamed. All right, but you are appointed to something. The elect are appointed for salvation. If you're disappointed, it means what? It means you weren't ever set up for salvation. So the elect are gonna continue. They may be feeling low, they may be feeling hurt, but yet their hope is full of immortality. Let's get that one. That one's a good one. Hopeful of immortality. That is Go back. That was Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, and verse. Let me start off at verse 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet their hope is full of immortality. See, that was straight to the point. For though they be punished in the sight of men, so some of us are going to get the guillotine. Some of us are actually going to have to die for this truth, man. All right, and that also is an honorable thing. You know, that also is an honorable thing. You know, you have the what was it in the book of the Maccabees? You had men, all right, that were told to deceive their fellows, all right, which those men are Israelites, to deceive their fellows, other Israelites, to convert into a Hellenistic people, all right, to convert to Greek, to convert to the ways of the heathen, to convert to their laws, to their statutes, their commandments, you know. It's a lot. All right, so what did they do? They went for the oldest man, all right, the most following, all right, and the oldest man, they went up to him, they said, hey, look, we need you to, you know, to convince your people, otherwise we're going to kill you guys. All right, convince them and you will live. All right, so what you're supposed to do is eat the king's meat in front of your fellows, the Israelites, and then they will eat too. All right, and that older man said no. All right, I'm not going to do it. He said, okay, how about this? How about you eat what's righteous in your law? All right, you eat what's right, and you pretend that it is pork. Is that a breaking of the law? No, he's not breaking the law. All right, but he is breaking the law of faith. All right, which the law of faith, you're not supposed to deceive. You know, even if it's turkey you're eating and you're deceiving somebody saying it's ham, how are you going to confuse that person? And then what's going to happen? That person's going to follow after you. All right, especially if he's a follower, you know. So that man said, you know what, just put me to death. Put me to death. Let me see my end. All right, and I will be set free. And that man was put to death. All right, he was put to death for Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And what ended up happening? You had a bunch of Israelites look at that and admire that and say, you know what, me too. You know, which was through the law of faith. You know, through the faith they had, the confidence they had in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. They did it. The faith that they were going to be okay regardless of their body passing away. All right, they had faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And again, some of us are going to have to be put to death. You know, some of us are going to suffer a lot more, you know, than other brothers. Yet there's no unrighteous thing with the Most High. You know. So Wisdom Solomon 3 and 4. For though they be punished in the sight of men, all right, we might be punished in the time of persecution. You might be put to death, get the guillotine, all right? Or you may go to the guillotine and the guillotine's going to break when it gets to you. You know? Regardless, it's going to be something terrible. That's why John the Baptist, all right, sent for Yahushua, and he said, are you him who we have been preaching, or should we look for another? All right, because John the Baptist was in captivity. All right, he was about to be put to death and he was afraid. All right, but yet he kept his integrity. All right, he kept his hope. All right, and now he's full of immortality. Why? Because he died in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know, believing in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says, verse 5, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. All right, with the kingdom, with land, all right, with power. It says, for the Most High proved them and found them worthy for himself. You see? So you're going to be proven, all right? You're going to be purified, tried in the fire as gold is tried in a furnace. It says, that word bash or bawash is to put to shame, be ashamed, disconcerted, or disappointed, to feel shame. All right, which brings me to what was that? Daniel 12, was it? Yeah, I think it was. Pretty sure it was the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 12 and verse 1. At that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And every one that shall be found, and Salakia. And at that time thy people shall be delivered. All right, which hasn't happened yet. It says, everyone that shall be found written in the book. What book? The book of life. All right. So you had Salak. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall wake. All right. Romans, what is it? Romans 11:13 or 13:11. What's it called? For knowing that now it is high time to wake out of sleep, for our salvation draweth nearer than when we first believed. All right, because our salvation is right around the corner. All right, it's here. It says, as many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. All right, because we're waking up to this truth. It says, some to everlasting life, the elect, and some to shame and everlasting content. Some to shame and everlasting content. All right, to be put to shame. All right, but wash or bosh is to be put to shame, to be ashamed shamefully. All right, so again, Psalm 71:1. In thee, O Yahweh, do I put my trust, my faith, my confidence is in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It says, let me never be put to confusion. All right, because some are going to wake up to confusion. They're going to feel that confusion. All right, that shame in the kingdom. You know, they're going to be happy. They're going to be living good. All right, but they're not going to be living as good as the elect. Why? Because the elect are the top of the top. You know? It says, verse 2, deliver me in thy righteousness and cause me to escape. Incline thine ear unto me and save me. All right, that's the faith that you should carry, all right, as putting on as the elect. Colossians 3:12. You put on as the hopeful elect of the Most High. All right, holy, which means separate, and beloved. All right. And the Most High doesn't love sinners, right? He doesn't love wicked doers, because the kingdom of heaven is not going to be inhabited by those people. What is that? 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. You know, be not deceived, for the kingdom of heaven will not have those drunken people, those revilers, abusers of mankind with themselves. All right, they're not going to be wickedness, iniquity. All right. It's going to be for the righteous. You see? It says, verse 3, be thou my strong habitation, whereunto I may continually resort. All right? Whereunto I may continually resort. The name of the Most High is a strong tower. All right? And the righteous runneth therein. You see? He is our strong habitation. All right? It says, thou hast given commandments to save me, for thou art my rock and my fortress. You see? So in the time of trouble, when the RFID chip is presented, you're going to have that strength in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You know? You're going to believe in his word and in his works. You know? There's not going to be any time of weak. All right? We haven't received the spirit of fear. All right? Let me get that one. We haven't seen. It's like, let me get it over here. Was the spirit of bondage. Romans 8:15. For ye have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. You see, so if you believe that you're part of the elect and you're doing what an elect should do, all right, you shouldn't have that fear. All right, you shouldn't have the care. You know, which is in, what is it? Proverbs 20. I believe it was Proverbs 20. Let me see. Let me get it. You know, because the elect are not going to have that fear, man. They're going to have that strength. All right. So let me see if it was Proverbs 20. Was it 6? Where am I going? Proverbs 20 and Proverbs 20 and 6. Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find? All right. Well, on King Solomon, out of 1,000, he found no woman. All right. But out of 1,000, he found one righteous man. You see? So those righteous men are small in number, you know, but yet he walks in faith. Verse 7, the just man walketh in his integrity. Let's look up that word, integrity. Adherence to moral or ethical principles, soundness of moral character, honesty, the state of being whole. All right, and that's what the Most High brings, a state of being whole. All right, we're being made whole again through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, coming back as a nation, you know. It says entire or undiminished, to preserve the integrity of the empire, a sound, unimpaired, or perfect condition. Check that out, man. All right, it says Proverbs 20 and 7, the just man walketh in his integrity. All right, he walks in his faith, in his belief of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. That's what a just man does. It says his children are blessed after him, all right, which are the followers, you know, like Elder Apostle Tahar, his followers. All right, that would be considered his children, like Timothy was Paul's child in the faith, you know. It says, a king that sitteth in the throne of judgment scattereth away all evil with his eyes. You see? That means you're not going to be lusting after wickedness, you know? So if you really want the chip, all right? If you really want the chip, then you're going to receive the chip, man. But if you really want salvation, you're going to decline evil. You're going to decline wickedness. All right, Leviticus 19 and 28. You're not supposed to make any marks in your body, all right, or any cuts. All right, and that word cuts goes into the word incision, and the word mark, which is kwai in the Hebrew, also goes into the word incision. You know, it says, who can say, I have made my heart clean, I am pure from my sin? Diverse weights and diverse measures, both of them are alike abomination unto Yahweh. All right, so an unjust weight is an abomination unto the Most High. You have to be balanced, you know. Don't be over righteous much, but also don't be a wicked ass Israelite, man, you know. It says, even a child is known by his doings, whether his works be pure and whether it be right, you know. So if you're the elect, you're going to be doing right by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. So going back to Psalm 71 and verse 5, for thou art my hope, O Yahweh, thou art my trust from my youth. By thee, Salaki, by thee have I been holden up from the womb. Thou art he that took me out of my mother's bowels. My praise shall be continually of thee. All right. If you want to be saved, all right, if you want to be righteous, if you want to be instructed, all right, which being instructed is part of being the elect, you're not going to decline instruction because you think you're right. You're going to approve instruction, all right, because you want to be instructed. You want to be made righteous. You know, you want to be corrected. All right. You can't correct a crooked tree. All right. But you can correct the tree from its youth to become a straight tree. You know, there are some trees that from their birth, they're not corrected. And then they sprout out all over the place, you know, all crooked. But then you have certain trees that as soon as they're planted, they're being guided by wood. All right, they're being guided by that wood, and as they're growing, they're being pulled up straight, and that's what Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has done to us by the faith. All right, He has been guiding us to be straight. going in through the straight gate, which is Strait, all right, which is a difficult gate. Not many can go through it. You see? But as scripture says, thou art my trust from my youth. My praise shall be continually of thee. All right, so praise Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, man. If you've sinned, pray that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai forgive you. All right, and with that honest and contrite spirit, the Most High will forgive you, and essentially He will, bring you into the fold to increase you, whether in, strengthen you to not sin again, or all of the above, man. But the Most High will not cause you to get chipped. The elect will not be chipped, And I just wanted to bring the faith part of it, into this lesson. The faith part of this is you have to keep Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai in your heart, which is your mind, at all times, even when you're faced with adversity. That's what you always have to cry to. And accept that, man. Confidence. So with that, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, B'Hashem L'Chakodash, and double honor to our apostles and our elders. Shalom.